Well, I guess it helps to pot things up when you like press buttons and things like that. But it's like I didn't even
And
work
so
in
on and so
radio,
forth.
you know? Really? Come on, hit it. Why? What is going on? This
You're listening to the Level Best Network.
Stop. What? Seriously. I've got nothing. I literally have nothing.
We've been having some issues
I
tonight,
know, right?
folks.
Let me plug and unplug. Hold on.
Maybe we should. Maybe this
Stand
is
by.
karma
See,
trying
like
to
it's
tell us to
playing
come
over
back tomorrow.
here. Can you hear that? All right.
Mhm.
Anyway. All right. Let's.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Oh, there we go. That sounds good.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
Wow, that's hot. All right, hold on. Let's just take two. Where's we need that cut board thing that you were clapboard. Yeah, there we go. All right, ready? Here we go.
You're listening to the Level Best Network.
There we go. This
There
is the
we go.
INTERCOT Insider Live, episode 175, now in Dolby Atmos. The INTERCOT Insider Live is brought to you by Magical Journeys, INTERCOT's official travel agency, and the Disney Vacation Experts. Welcome in, folks. Thanks for joining us. It's a monumental episode here, 175. As Ian said earlier, if we'd actually do it as often as we said we were going to do it, we'd probably be on like episode 300 by now. But 175 it is, one of the longest running Walt Disney World podcasts on the internet.
We prioritize quality over quantity.
Is that our
That's
tagline?
my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, very good.
It's not that we go long stretches and forget that we have a podcast.
Yeah, and tonight we were having some technical difficulties coming into this. Carolyn was having problems. Apparently, I'm having problems too here. I guess when you don't,
staying awake.
right, when you don't use the gear for a while, I guess things like get cranky or something like that. And like Justin just joined in, but there's no picture of him. Look at this. This is, I mean,
He's the spinning wheel.
yeah, he's like.
Can we hear? Can we hear him?
I don't know.
Is he,
Justin, are you
isn't he
there?
on like a cruise ship? Like he can't use cruise ship.
Hello,
Wi-Fi.
Justin. Are you there? Are you there? And
Nope.
he's gone.
He's not there.
See, I don't.
You can't use cruise ship Wi-Fi to podcast.
No, there's not enough.
No, that's good.
Question. Best.
Now, Ian, over your shoulder there, are those books?
They are. Yes.
Okay, so those are not CDs or
VHS or-
DVDs.
No,
'Cause
they are
he mocked me
actual,
earlier.
honest to God paper books.
That are for decoration, or have you read them?
I have read every book in that bookshelf.
Wow,
And then you hold.
Many
you
more
hold-
than once.
Yeah,
he's
so,
so
Ian,
well read.
Ian was mocking me because after many
I wouldn't
years.
say mocking you.
Well, I was amused.
Shocking.
I
You had
giggled.
CDs.
I giggled.
I
Because
honestly got rid of my CDs like 20 years ago. Like, it's been that long since I got rid of them.
yeah. So today I was working on getting rid of my shelves of CDs and things, and I had this thing, this stand that maybe held 350, 400 CDs or something like that.
It was big looking. Yeah.
It's like it's a lot. And I finally decided I was tired of seeing it in its current incarnation, and actually got something where I could hide most of the stuff. And Ian said, "How novel."
How quaint. I said, how quaint.
Was it? Oh, is it quaint? Well, all right. Pretty much.
I
same
have
thing.
about 3,000 CDs right here.
Yeah, I did that at one point. So I started, and I think I burned pretty much most of my library to a network attached storage device
Yeah,
that could be played on anything. And
Why don't you just use Spotify?
you sound like my son.
because I'm a little bit of an audiophile
Oh,
in a
okay.
weird way.
Okay.
But
That's allowed.
the reality is I don't get them out much. But
We're all like way behind the times now, John, because all the kids listen to vinyl now.
Yeah.
I know, and it's killing me
Full
because
circle.
I take my daughter to the record store like twice a month. Like,
Stop.
She's got like
Stop.
120 vinyls at least.
Yeah.
You're making me sick because I mean, prior to moving here like 7 or 8 years ago to Hilton Head Island from Maryland, I sent my son on an excursion to the local record shop, and I literally sold about 5 or 6 crates of records.
Yeah.
No surprise.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. But
I love vinyl though. To me, vinyl sounds better. I still think vinyl sounds better than anything.
I still have 8-track tapes if
Wow.
anyone wants to come over.
Now,
I'm not
you-
kidding, and I have
you
the
win
player and
Love
everything.
Award.
So if you want to come over and listen to some very warped
Come on.
tapes,
You
come
got
on
like some
by.
Barry White in there. Like, what do you got?
Oh,
Keep your
8
hands
tracks.
up.
Okay, so for those
Speaking
who
of
don't
8
know
tracks.
what they are, although I mean, pretty much our target demographic knows what they are. But do you remember, like, I remember having the Kansas Leftoverture album, you know, which had "Carry On My Wayward Son" on it, right?
Great album, actually.
Kind of a long song, great album, yeah, exactly. But had an 8-track of that, and it was like 3/4 of the way through the song, it would switch the track.
You had to flip. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the tape was done and it had to go to the next one.
It had to go to but it,
It
like,
ran
it
out.
would just randomly do that in the middle of a song. Like they wouldn't think about rearranging this.
No.
No, you just
No,
flip
but
it.
then sometimes you would stick it in and the tape head was like not perfectly lined up, so you were hearing 2 tracks at the same time, 2 songs.
Oh, it's terrible.
And sometimes you stick it in, and this is just because they're old now. But when you put the 8-track in, it goes it like starts up
Well,
like
I'm quite proud to say that I never owned an 8-track. I never.
Really?
oh
You missed out.
you
I
did.
actually remember
father,
them being in a
however-
stereo in the car.
I remember my father listening to music on reel to reel.
I still have reels here
Yeah.
because
yeah,
I was
Mike
in radio.
does too.
He
Yeah.
listened
Yeah, well,
to
Mike
reel.
does obviously. Yeah, I
He
mean,
listened
does
to
he have a reel?
reel
Yeah,
to reel.
he's got
He actually.
when a radio station around here was like shutting down, he
Oh,
went
no.
over and
He's
got a
got
whole
one?
player,
Oh my
and
gosh!
then he has it in the basement, and then he has old like air checks of like when he was on the air.
This is,
Oh,
this
that's
is what I
cool.
was gonna say. I have literally like 4 or 5 reels. Plus, I have a John Taylor shout from Jam Radio Productions.
Oh,
If you know what that is in the radio
Yes.
business, like a shout is literally where they would shout your name. So you would have John Taylor, you
Yeah.
know, and then you'd be like,
But it's like
Z104.
it's like 4 people saying John Taylor. And
Yeah,
then,
all at the same time. I actually have that still
You
in a
should
closet
ship
back
them
here.
all to
I am
us,
gonna
and we will definitely
digitize it.
digitize them
Oh.
for you.
Let's see.
Send them the legacy box, John. They'll digitize them all.
Which is, I don't think they do reel to reels, but I mean, you know, I did
Oh,
the
they might.
graphic in Mike's studio. It's still
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's still
Y-
got it on the glass. Yeah.
Okay, the frosted glass. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
sweet. But I've got at
People are
least that.
tuning out by the
I know
second.
they're just like,
Nah, they
"Holy
never
Bye,
tuned in.
You
everybody.
know what? If
I don't
you're
think
tuning
anybody-
out, you don't understand this podcast,
Right,
okay?
you're in the wrong
It's like the whole purpose of what we talk about.
All
But I
topics
literally
about
have,
topics.
I think, tapes from 64 Rock WDCR, my college radio station, probably of me being on the air
hmm
in reel-to-reel format.
Yeah.
So, I got to send those.
Yeah.
It'll be a
Totally.
blast to hear. All right. Anyway, welcome inside the Disney podcast. Hey, did I mention we're one of the longest running on the internet? That came up
May have
the
been.
other day.
You might have mentioned it.
Well, it was funny. I was donating money to another podcast. I won't mention which one, but that's been on a long, long time, and it occurred to me that we've been on almost as long as they have.
Oh,
Yeah. And by the way, Justin tried to join us, but he said
yes.
he must be on the cruise ship or something like that.
I remember when you started this podcast, I didn't even really know what a podcast was. You were like, we're going to do a podcast. I was like, oh, cool. I had to go look it up.
I totally know what that is.
I had to go to Yahoo and look it up.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is absolutely true that we started that many years ago.
Wow.
We just are not consistent. We're breaking one of the
We're
absolute
consistently
rules.
awesome.
Of podcasting.
Yeah, you're supposed
That's
to be
okay.
consistent.
That's
Yeah.
okay. We do it our way.
It's
I
all
told you,
right.
quality over quantity. That's what brings them back, John.
Indeed. So let's talk some Disney stuff, shall we? Before everyone tunes out completely. What should we go to first?
Okay, I'm gonna go
kids?
through a whole bunch of stuff that is coming up or closing. So we'll
A lot
call
of
this
those.
Carolyn's calendar.
Carolyn's closing calendar.
Yeah,
Really?
but there is some
Thank you.
openings. There is some
Okay.
opening stuff.
You.
Okay.
Carolyn's
Okay.
closing.
All right. Hold
Carolyn's
on.
calendar. Oh,
This just
wonderful.
in. Carolyn's calendar.
John Taylor.
Yeah, I know. John
Carolyn's
Taylor.
Okay, right now, already underway, Dino Land is being ripped apart. So if you're hoping to go on Triceratops
Oh,
spin
yeah, I
or
saw
whatever,
that.
it's all gone.
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
Only thing left is dinosaur. That's
Yeah,
it.
which is fine. They will be starting to work on what is that called? Tropical
Encanto.
Americas?
Tropical America.
Well, the
Yeah.
Encanto thing gets built first. Because I think,
Yes.
they're going to leave dinosaur open for a while.
So they're clearing it all out. I don't know if the dinosaur with the, shall we say, nipple lights on its tummy, you know the one I'm talking about in Dino Land that you
Does
walk
it
underneath?
really?
I don't know if he's gone or not.
I never knew that.
No, they're
until
pot
now.
lights underneath his belly, but it looks like dog
I know.
nipples.
Well, I mean,
Anyway,
Yeah,
so the
there's
nipple
I-
dino
Can we say
may
that?
or may
Can we
not
say
still be
nipple
there.
I think
on the
he's still there.
podcast? Okay.
I don't know.
all
That's
right.
a body part. That's
All right.
okay.
What
I
did
guess
what
it
did
is.
I-
All
nipple?
right. I feel all right with it.
Can you
Okay.
milk a cat?
I don't know. I'm just trying. I think we have pretty much a G-rated podcast. For
Okay,
this,
well,
for the most
I
part.
have nipples,
We'll
Greg.
call it. Yeah, how about me, Greg?
You milk me?
Or you can be like my daughter used to say, nibbles. So
Nibbles. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
different.
The
now we're-
dino with the
now we're
nibbles.
PG. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
By the way, I'm chewing in your ear, which is also a no-no
What do
on
you got? What do you got?
podcasting.
What do you got there? What do we mini
eggs.
Cadbury mini
It's
eggs?
a little early for Easter candy, Carolyn.
I
When's
know,
Easter?
but they're all in the stores, and I can't help it. I love
Yeah, and
those
I'm-
more than anything.
And I'm chewing on some 1883.
John's getting liquored.
Well,
Yeah, this is nice. This
what
is
I
good.
got here? Wait, I got
It's
one. I
good
got
stuff.
I
can
have
by the way, I can highly recommend this. This is a lower priced at the Kroger, and it's
At
very
the
good.
Kroger.
Yeah, at the Kroger.
My sister, when she lived in South Carolina, there was a Kroger store. And
Mhm.
when you would go into like the dairy section and open the fridge to get out your milk,
Mhm.
it would go moo. And then
Okay.
when you would get like eggs out of the thing, it would go
Let's
bark,
see.
bark, bark,
Cows
bark,
have
bark.
nipples. So.
Wait, really?
Yeah. And
It
then
does that?
sometimes
Look
in
at
the
that!
what's that?
Wow, you should have told me
Champions
about that one. I would have
Yeah.
gotten some of
Wine
that.
from the Philadelphia Eagles.
Eagles, the Eagles, world
Yep.
champions.
Yeah, that's just that will stay.
A commemorative, stay unopened. That's much like I have a bottle. My wife got me a Dayton Flyers bottle of wine, which it's actually inscribed and
That's how this one is. It's
sculpted,
like
the whole nine. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
This is all like
And I refuse to drink it until we like our Sweet 16
Win a
again.
championship or something.
Well, at least get into the Sweet 16 and March Madness. But to your point on the Kroger thing, I've never heard the moos. I've never heard the clucking
And
thing.
sometimes in the produce section,
Okay.
when the sprinklers go, it mists
Yeah.
the vegetables.
Yeah.
It was a thunderstorm.
You know what? That's cool as
So it's kind of
crap.
like
I
riding
wish they would do
plant.
that.
Yeah, isn't that cute idea? I thought.
No, so
was
do,
neat.
do you guys have this? Like, again, we're not really talking about Disney stuff.
I'll
here,
get
but-
back to my calendar in a
But
minute.
like when you're walking down the aisles at the grocery store, do your LED lights in the cabinets then turn on
Oh,
when they
so
sense motion? Like, because
not
I noticed this
here.
was a new thing.
not
that
here,
they
but I
started
have
doing
seen at the
recently.
Target at her house. She lives in Michigan now.
Okay.
When you go to the Target, it's
Yeah.
like the freezer cases, up and down freezer cases, are like TV screens. So it will show.
So it's showing without opening the.
Yes, and
Okay,
it
no, that's
shows
something
like
whole
what stuff's
differently.
supposed to be in there. But
See,
then you
we are
open
living
it,
in the future.
and like the Eggo waffles aren't there. But when you close it, it's on the TV. It's like it's
Oh
weird.
well, I would think that it should be sophisticated enough with a
It
camera
should
to know
know
whether
that-
there's stuff
yeah.
in
Yeah,
there.
it should have like AI reading,
Right.
vision, so
Yeah.
it can tell you what's there.
No, so like the thing I'm talking about, like you can be going down an aisle, like if nobody else is in the aisle, essentially all the cases, I mean, the overhead lights are on, but all the cases are like dark. And you go down there and it's like you're in the movie and it's suddenly.
That's like the
You know what I'm talking
monsters
about.
chasing you. Yeah.
The fact that you knew what I was talking
Yes.
about is how that effect
I
is
would
so
just like shove my
overused.
shopping cart and let it roll down the aisle.
Right. It
Not
does.
the lights on.
Like they turn on as you walk
Oh.
down the
Well,
aisle.
I mean, with LEDs, that makes sense, right? It saves that
Right,
would
it
save energy.
totally saving.
For the
Like
old
if nobody,
incandescents, it took so much energy to start
Right.
them up that it wasn't. But yeah, for
well,
LEDs,
with these, it's motion sensitive, so that it knows if you're coming to it and going to open it, that it should light up at that point. But it's really interesting. Anyway, like I said, we're
guys
living
have
in
all
the
the cool
future,
stuff.
and yet Epcot, they still can't get those lights working on a consistent
No, they
basis.
got to stop power washing
Speaking of
so
Epcot,
hard.
Yeah.
And speaking of Epcot, no,
Hey, look at
actually,
that.
speaking of
Oh,
not Epcot, water park. I'm gonna go in order.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Water parks.
Water parks.
There once was a time, children, when both water parks would be open all summer. Those days
Oh,
are gone.
it's not
Right.
just
I don't understand this.
I do. They're cheap.
Why would we pay for two places to be open?
Do we just not have enough people to
Oh,
open?
they have
it,
enough
or-
people. Trust me.
Yeah, and
'Cause see-
they give away on your first day when you check into your hotel. You can go
Yeah.
to the water park for free. So you'd think they might need
The
two
water parks are packed. Like I go in the summertime. Trust me, there's plenty of capacity.
Why wouldn't you have both of them open then?
because they don't want to pay the people.
They don't. Nobody like that's the thing. Like I don't think that many people pay admission for it. You know what I mean? Like it's
But
probably they don't.
still,
Well, that should be built into their budget
Well,
if they are giving away all these free days.
like
so
for us,
confused.
like if we want to add the water parks thing, it's like $100.
right?
So
That's like one
I
day.
can go as many times as I want, and for a year for
Yeah,
$100.
that'd be a pretty good deal, actually.
Well, it would be if the parks weren't
If
so
they
crowded
both
you
were
can't enjoy
open.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Blizzard Beach is open right now,
Yes.
and then it switches to Typhoon Lagoon for the summer starting May 1st.
Right.
So that's our first note
But-
on the calendar.
But what's happening at Blizzard Beach?
It's their birthday.
It is. It absolutely is.
It's their 30th birthday.
It's the birthday.
It's your birthday.
Indeed.
Yes.
So yeah, this site called intercot.com.
You
had
might have
this-
heard of it.
You might have heard of it. It has this
Very
story.
They're
Oh, yeah.
turning 30 in April, right
Yeah,
before
there
they
you go.
close.
Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, which is weird. Again, that was the part that like set me off. It's like we're going to celebrate our 30th birthday and then
close.
by the way, we're going to shut down for the summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you had to choose, which one do you like better? Typhoon?
Which one has? Do they both have lazy rivers?
I
Yeah, they
like
both do.
I like Blizzard Beach just a little bit more than Typhoon Lagoon. But
Why?
it's
What's
better.
your
remember.
reasoning?
The slides are better. Like I just like the slides.
Yes,
better.
there's more slides. You're right on that.
Plus
Oh,
they have a
Blizzard
really fun
Beach?
ski lift.
It's been a
Michelle
long time
Carbonara, she
since I've been
was
there.
supposed to go,
Okay.
but she
Oh, yeah,
wishes
there
it
we
was
go.
Typhoon Lagoon. See?
Oh,
And
there she
because
is.
Typhoon Lagoon's her favorite out of the two. Mine is also Typhoon Lagoon. I'm probably going to go one day next week when I'm in Florida. I have to go to Blizzard Beach because that's the only thing open. But I will go in a inner tube, go up and in the inner tube, put
Oh, I
my
love
arms
that.
like this on the inner tube, and I just walk the lazy river. I'll do that for like 5 hours. Just
Yes.
around and around,
The eternity.
bobbing through the water. I will never stop. I just go around and around.
The wave pool I find kind of annoying actually. Like I don't like if I'm in like a pool, I don't really like because like you
You
get
don't like the
battered by the
waves?
waves, and then like all the people in front of you get like knocked into you, and
Yes,
like
you
there's always
do
like
plow through
weird.
people.
Spoken like a true old man.
Yeah, probably.
That's
But
right.
you know what's really good at Typhoon Lagoon is where the Crush and Gusher is.
I
Yeah.
like
Like
Crush
Crush and
Gush.
Gusher is fun.
Yeah.
It lets out into there's like a pool that's maybe 3 feet deep.
Yeah, very
And
real
it's
cool.
super warm. It's probably super warm too because everybody puts their toddler in there because it's not deep and it's probably full of peat. But
I
it's
prefer to think
so nice and
shallow water
warm.
heats up much faster.
Okay, well that too. But yeah, you can just like plop yourself in there and sit on the bottom of the pool and
It
you're
ain't no
cool.
river country.
I do
No,
that.
that's true. That's true. River country was scary though because you'd drop off into the lake and it was like you
You
couldn't
couldn't
see the
see.
bottom. Like, is
No,
there
and
a
it was, and
what's
the
that to
water was a different color, and yeah, it's like
Do you
you didn't know
remember
what was happening.
at River Country, they had water slides that like you climbed up a little mountain, you went on
Yeah.
the water slide, and the water slide stopped here, but then there was like a big
Yeah.
drop
Oh,
and then
yeah.
the pool. Okay, so
1,000%.
I was
remember
16
that.
years
Yes.
old,
Oh God.
climbed up,
Yeah.
go down the water slide. By the way, straight across from the water slide is the lifeguard's chair.
Yeah. Right.
So you go, you drop off the slide, and now you're hurtling through space and hit the
Right.
water, and the bikini top goes.
There we go. And it's
And
gone.
and I come up to the top of the water, and the the lifeguard standing like stood up in his chair and is laughing at me. And I had to keep diving down to get my shirt.
find my top.
I'm topless. Oh,
That
that's
is a
good day.
problem. That's the
Yeah,
you're
the
they're supposed
impact.
to tell you.
I know
you're
they
supposed to
didn't. There
do
was
that.
nobody up at the top back then. You just
It was
jump on the
brutal.
slide and
Like
go.
it was literally like a 10,
jungle
15
law.
foot
It was like
drop.
10 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every man for himself. There was not like how it was, how
No.
it is nowadays, where there's like a guy at the top. You just kind of like looked and like, okay, that guy dropped off. I guess I'll go now.
No, and they had the zip line
There was
things.
no like red light, green light.
No,
or
no, it's just
No.
yeah, it's fine.
Straight
I'll
out.
go.
It's
I
fine,
can't
go.
see him. He's fine.
Do you remember the zip line things where like you would go and it would hit into the end and you'd be like fly you go flying off. It was
Safety was a little bit different
Yeah,
back in the
it's
day.
fantastic.
It's fine. You're
It
gonna
was
be fine.
You're gonna be okay.
It's fine.
You know,
Okay.
not to mention you're dropping off into an area like when you come down the slides where
you're
you
from the
absolutely
area.
can't stand.
Did you ever go
No.
to Action Park in Jersey?
No, I've heard of Action Park.
You never
I've seen-
went?
No,
Oh.
I've seen the videos.
You
And
missed out.
I've
number
seen
of
the
people killed.
Johnny Knoxville movie,
I-
so
I went there a bunch. It was as bad as it seems. I'm telling you, man. That like whatever they called it, I don't remember what the heck it was called, but the thing where you went down on the slide and the concrete tube,
oh,
Like,
where you have the
I mean,
handle.
your elbows were just like destroyed, like completely. The like literally when you would go down, you could see on the sides of the slides like skin and blood all the way
Stains
down.
of blood.
It was
The
crazy.
trail of
Like
blood.
I can't believe that place existed, but it did because I was there.
It did. Look it up, kids.
It was
Action Park
crazy,
in
yeah.
New
They
Jersey.
had a water slide that had a loop,
Loopy
Yes.
loop.
a loop. But the thing was, like, if you weren't heavy enough, like, you didn't go around the loop.
So you would go down. You would start to go up
Yeah,
the
and then
circle
you
of
would
the
come back
loopy
down.
loop,
But you know
and
what
then
happened?
you just drop.
The dude behind you figured that you were out, so he went, and then he would slam into you. You literally, if you didn't make it around, you had to like try and kind of stand up in the tube and like jump like around to the other side to avoid being killed.
God.
I got slammed into on that slide more times.
Oh,
And I mean, look, they were going
the
fast.
70s
Yeah,
and
around them.
80s were great.
Sorry, I digress, but that place
Oh,
was like
so good.
insane.
Yeah, there is a Johnny Knoxville movie. It's not for children though.
No,
Don't
yeah.
don't
yeah,
let
this
your
is-
kids
yeah,
watch it.
Yeah.
I don't think any
But-
giant Knoxville anything is for children.
Yeah, well, that's true.
All
Okay,
right,
so
well,
that was
let's-
Blizzard Beach switching to Typhoon Lagoon. That's
Oh.
May 1st.
Right. How do we
Then
go? Like, oh,
with
River
the
Country,
Monsters
that's right.
Inc. coming to, I almost said MGM. Holy crap!
no, that's okay. You're allowed.
Uh,
Completely allowed.
Hollywood Studios. So with Monsters Inc. taking over where Muppet Vision and all of that is, your last day to eat at Mama Melrose's, the Italian
Oh,
restaurant
this I
in the
hadn't
back
heard.
there,
Yeah, when's
is May 10th.
okay?
I have a reservation there next week, so
Do
I'm
you
gonna
take
take some
lots of
pictures.
pictures and
Yeah, I
stuff
will.
like that, and maybe some video and
Yeah.
Melrose isn't
Goodbye
bad if
to
you're
Mama
California
Melrose.
Italian.
Yeah, it's not bad. I've
Good
been
food.
there a few times.
Yeah, me too. It's not like my favorite, but it's not bad. It's a decent.
It's been years since
Really?
I've been there.
I haven't
It's kind
eaten
of
there.
tucked off in a
Yeah,
corner
you
too.
forget
Like,
it's there.
you
I
forget
don't think
about it.
I've eaten there since I moved here, so it's been at least 4 years, probably.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way back in that corner, and I think it's supposed to turn into.
Yeah.
Why do I want to say Benihana, but that's
no,
not the
it's
name of it.
Harryhausen's.
Harryhausen, thank you. Yeah. Is that a real restaurant? Like, why does everybody know that name?
No, so because Ray Harryhausen was a very famous special effects guy who did stop motion animation.
Hmm.
So, like, if you ever saw some of the like '60s like movies, like
Like the Godzilla ones?
no, what's the one? Oh,
What,
boy.
Sinbad?
Sinbad, like all of those,
Yeah.
like all the
Sin-
monsters.
oh, those
were like
were-
Ray Harryhausen. But yeah,
Okay, so for some reason,
the Harryhausen.
the people in Monsters Incorporated called the restaurant that because they're monsters.
Well, I suspect it's just an homage to. Ray
Okay.
Harryhausen,
Well,
because-
that's what
you know,
they're assuming
Instead of
that it's
Benihana's, it's Harryhausen's.
yeah, it's going to be like a sushi restaurant kind
Okay.
of thing
Eh,
back there. Now,
okay.
keeping to that same sort of area,
Yeah.
Muppet Vision and Pizza Rizzo, your last day for those is drum roll, June 7th.
I don't have a drum.
June 7th.
We really should have
So
a drum
Mama
roll on
Melrose's closes May 10th, but then Muppet Vision and Pizza Rizzo is June 7th. So get in while you can, children.
So yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed with the Muppet Vision thing, and I don't think that the Rock and Roller Coaster overlay or whatever they're doing over there is
Going to be grand.
really going to be great.
Yeah.
I wish they would have.
Well, it certainly can't be anything like it's. We know what it like. You know what the ride is, right? So like,
Right.
you know, all you're going to get is some like, there'll be a
Well,
sign with like animals' face sticking through.
I mean,
oh,
yeah.
like
I
there's
mean,
not
it's
really-
fine. I just would have rather
Exactly it.
seen it
maybe like
not.
a pre-show. Like you might get a pre-show.
I
Now
would've
there
rather-
is
yeah.
there was a permit that was just filed. I was
Well, there's
reading
got to be a pre-show.
that
Yeah,
the guitar out front of the ride,
Yeah.
repainting it.
they have permission to repaint it. Somebody said they should turn it into a banjo, but
Ugh.
No, because I think it's Electric Mayhem. It's not like Muppets. I think it's going to be the
It's
Electric
Dr.
Mayhem.
Yeah.
Teeth.
it's Dr.
Dr.
Teeth and
Teeth.
Electric Mayhem and
I just-
musical
no.
guests. So you might
Ugh.
get like Dr. Teeth singing with the Foo Fighters or
So
something
I-
like that.
That won't
Yeah,
happen. We'll
yeah.
see.
But
but
like pairings.
That
like-
would
I'm
be cool
expecting it to
if
be
that
like-
happened.
Guardians that way. Like there'll be like 8 or whatever songs
Yeah.
like are options on the ride.
But
That's
you're
like-
but not of Muppet songs. They're like real songs.
no, I
Real
would
song.
imagine it'll be real songs sung by
So
the
you're
Muppets.
thinking that somehow maybe they're the opening act and the main act is on the ride?
No,
or
it's like
so-
a
No, I
duet.
think they'll
By
perform.
the way, that's a
I
great
think the
idea.
Muppets will perform whatever the song is. So you might hear
Oh
like
no.
Everlong, but
No.
sung by the
Ugh.
Muppets.
Okay.
That's what I would guess.
That's what I would guess too.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe featuring Dave Grohl on drums.
You know what? If they did that, if they had like actual rock bands performing Muppet songs, or had the Muppets performing with the rock bands that you knew, that
But the
I'd be in
songs aren't
for.
as recognizable.
Yeah, like what are you gonna? I mean, what are they gonna sing?
Well, that's
I
why
mean-
I'm saying it's got to be popular songs because, like, I don't know a single Dr. Teeth and the Electric
No.
Mayhem song.
No, but this is my point. Why it's not a good fit. I really
Well,
wish they.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not. This
mean-
actually, I wanted to ask you guys this question on this. Like, am I the only one who feels like the leadership in Disney World has absolutely no strategy whatsoever?
I'm feeling it. Like
Make like individual decisions, like in reaction to like whatever. Like, there's no.
see
They don't
Epcot.
appear to have any strategy whatsoever.
Yeah, see
It's
Epcot.
it's like
Literally,
they're just
we went through how many
brainstorming.
years, and what did we get? Really?
Right.
Absolutely nothing. Guardians is awesome. I'm not gonna. I got to stop myself every time I say nothing because that's not fair. Guardians is a really fun ride. I love
It is, but okay. And
Ratatouille is better than what was there. It's
but
not
that
my
was
cup of tea, but
that's
it's a
not that
good
wasn't
ride.
that's not really part of the quote unquote transformation, as it were. I mean that's been there for a while.
Well, the transformation was garbage. I mean, they didn't transform it.
Right.
So
Which is my
it's
whole
funny
thing.
because
You know what? This is a pet peeve of mine because of having been somebody who grew up with Epcot, and it was coming since 1982. Since literally I was there park opening year and loved it. And we had a lot of videos on it, early days of the site and things like that. And I was there with my mom and dad would take us there and literally had the guidebook memorized, the Birnbaum guidebook before we ever went there. Like I had bought it. I read even before it was open. They explained it, had pictures on what it was going to be. And I was so psyched. And just for it to still be in the current state that it's in, like after the supposed transformation.
That's what I'm saying, John. This is the intended. This is
Right.
it. This is they replanned the whole thing, and this is what
And this is what we get.
Yeah. So like that's like what
we had a video like a home video thing.
Yeah.
Do you remember in the Odyssey where they do all their special event beer tastings
Yeah, which
and
actually
whatever?
used to be a performance facility, much like Cosmic Rays, which also used to be a performance facility before they put Cosmic Ray there. Go ahead.
So they have like a round shaped room, and a few
Yeah.
years ago it was like their little, I want
Yeah,
to
the
say like a
The
preview
Yeah, you
room
remember-
of
of all the cool stuff that was coming, right?
Now, sometimes if you're a fan of Sorcerer Radio and you listen to that, they often play the audio from the
Sorcerer
thing that you could
Radio.
watch. Have you
Okay.
ever heard Sorcerer Radio?
Yeah,
It's great.
we used
So-
to have Intercot Radio. Couldn't justify the cost, but go ahead. Yeah.
So, when you listen to that audio or I watch my home video, they are talking about Wondrous China. They were going to put in a new China movie.
Right.
And the
Mhm.
play pavilion was going to be a new big
Right.
thing. They talked about all this crap
and
that
Mary
like
Poppins
the
Mary Poppins was going to happen.
and it never
and
happened.
the re-theme of Spaceship Earth.
Yep. That,
Yes.
which gone.
But that's
Yeah.
why I'm like everything they announce now. I'm like, because like look
It
at
probably
that.
won't happen.
That's like three major things that they were supposed. Three major things they were supposed
Mhm.
to do. Now look, I thought the play pavilion sounded stupid. It was basically like a giant room with like
It did, but it
PlayStation
actually
5
was bringing a dormant pavilion that's
Right,
been
it was
sitting there
something
for
to be
years
like-
back to life.
but like it's better than empty. which is
Nothing.
what they have now.
Right.
Spaceship Earth is still. I don't even go on Spaceship Earth anymore
because the ending's so
like,
dreadful.
over it. Well, plus like,
Literally.
it's
the
really like it's so like noisy now, and, like,
Rickety.
creepy.
Yeah.
And frankly, I hate the Judi Dench narration. It's awful.
Yeah.
Like I just don't. I haven't been on it in years. Like I think the last time I rode it, like somebody basically made me ride it. Like, it was down there.
Makes
Like,
me yearn for
I
time
have
racers.
not
That
been
they
on that
turned it into a
in
roller
forever.
coaster or
Time
something.
racers.
And,
Yeah. So now it just kind of feels like they're throwing spaghetti
And
at the wall
Mission
and like,
Space.
yeah, whatever. Put that
When's
in there. It's
the
fine.
last time you've been on Mission Space?
not years.
Zero repeatability factor.
Speaking
No.
of which, this is
Yeah.
a little off topic, but Mission Space. Have you
Mhm.
guys been to that Space 220 restaurant?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
What'd you think of it?
The
Average.
food was pretty good. It's very expensive.
I sat at the
Um,
bar.
The atmosphere, frankly, is a little hokey, if you ask me.
It's plain, actually. I mean, I thought
it's pretty. plain.
I mean, it was interesting, that they used the screens and everything, but after about 3 minutes of being there, it's like, okay, that's novel.
very like I don't know. It's a little video gamey. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
it kind of looked cartoony to me,
Yeah,
and it
Which
was
is-
very expensive.
it's
and
very.
we
expensive.
didn't.
It sounds
really-
like Galactic Star Cruiser.
But
we
the
didn't-
food is good. I like the food. Like
Oh, we didn't like our
everything-
Food was
I've liked
very
everything
average,
I
I
had
thought,
there.
from what I had.
My dad got this is when we went in like
Yeah.
December. My dad got this tuna thing, and it was like it was undercooked and gross. And I had this burger
Yeah,
that was like
how do you
some
undercook?
ridiculously priced burger, but it was like I could have just got this at Sunny Eclipse. Like I don't know why.
Oh, see, their filet for dinner is really, really good. Like it's one of the
Really?
best steaks on property. Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't
I'm
it
trying to
wasn't as
remember what I
thrilling
had.
as I thought it would be. And
no, it's a little
the
hokey.
waiter was a little annoying too, but
It's a
that's
little
not
like
everyone's
it's
experience.
kind of low budge looking, like like. I mean, the elevator thing in the beginning is kind of neat, but like even the execution on that,
Was okay.
it's like cartoony. Like I,
Mhm.
Yeah, it was.
like
It looked. It again, to your point, it looked a little video gamey
yeah,
kind of, and
like
it just
you know what I
a
thought,
little
John?
too CGI.
Yeah,
Didn't
but you know what I thought? What's a drone cost? Like put a
right? Couldn't
drone
we
down,
have just
put a camera on it, launch the drone up in the air. Like how? I mean, like
or put a camera on SpaceX or
yeah,
something
like something.
pointed back towards Earth? I
Yeah,
mean,
or up if you need
something.
to. I don't know. It just like
Yeah,
it just, I was like I like it. It's like cool, but like it's really expensive. It's definitely only a like maybe a special occasion thing.
Hmm.
And yeah, the execution is like
Well, the other problem is it's very difficult to get reservations for.
not anymore.
Well, it was
Yeah,
It
it was really
was.
6
hard when we
months
get in,
ago.
but it's not now.
I mean,
Really.
but I heard you could wait for the bar, and I
Yeah,
did,
and
and
you can eat at the
that
bar.
worked out pretty well for me. But yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly I thought the food was. I mean, I liked going up there. The bartender was nice enough. They put like sparkly stuff in my beer.
Yeah, yeah. There's some stupid.
Microplastics to
Yeah, I
enjoy.
don't. Yeah, right. So enjoy the
It's
microplastics.
edible. It's edible.
Yeah, I know. It's like flakes of gold kind of thing.
I'm sure
Um,
it's not
Gold
that
leaf.
would be way too.
It was sparkly. I think I posted a video of that.
it's space sparkly.
Right, space dust. I
Space
think
dust.
it was. Yeah.
Okay, this kind of has to do with space. Disney Starlight, Dream the Night Away. There's
This
a
is the
new
new.
nighttime parade
Okay.
coming.
Totally juiced for this. It better be good.
Ian is not juiced. He's sending a tweet.
I know.
No,
He's
I'm
like,
looking to see if there's any reservations available for Space 220.
were there?
Yes.
Okay,
I
there
could go
were.
tomorrow if I wanted to.
Okay. Well, then
Lunch
that's
though, not dinner.
well. It is off season, sort of.
Sorta. March
Oh.
break's coming up.
Yeah, you're close to
break
it.
season.
But
Disney
the-
Starlight, Dream
yeah,
the Night Away.
to
No
your
idea
point,
what
yeah.
it's like. No idea who's in it. What's the music? No
I don't know,
idea.
what
All
the
I
heck?
know.
We had pictures of that at some
See,
point.
like I guess this is where I am now. Like I'm totally expecting to be disappointed. I'm sure it's just going to be recycled Disney songs because that's
Mhm.
all they do anymore. They don't create original music for anything anymore. And I'm sure it'll be some floats with lights on it, and it'll just play Disney music. It'll be
It's
like
going
a
to be
daytime
floats in the
parade only with
complete
some
dark. You
lights
have
on.
to imagine what they're doing because it's in the dark.
Yeah, well, that's just it. Do you remember
just
that
don't
when
know.
they had that attraction in MGM or Hollywood Studios
With
Yeah.
Drew Carey.
with Drew
Yeah.
Carey? Yeah, essentially most of it took place in the dark. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
okay, how
That
can we
sounds
possibly have an
dangerous. Doesn't
attraction?
that sounds dangerous.
Sounds
Yeah.
dangerous. Yeah.
Pretty universally hated.
And,
How could
The
we-
one that was there before that, though, was really cool.
Yeah,
yes,
no, it
with
was.
Chevy
It's the
Chase and Martin
It's the
Short.
one where they taught you like how to be a Foley artist and you could, like,
Right.
take all the funky noises.
Which was totally cool, but
Yeah, I
It
don't-
was funny.
that's what I'm
that
saying.
was the
It's
height
so
of
hard to like erase any of the cool, interesting stuff they used to have, and it's now just like this
Garbage.
That
It's
whole
just
area
put
there,
you
where
in
they
the
used
dark.
to do, like the Superstar soundstage, which was really fun. Remember
Yeah.
that? They used to put you into the like old.
I was the movie star from Gilligan's Island when
Yeah,
I
I
was
got
like
to be
10.
Skipper one time.
I mean,
Yeah.
don't forget there was a whole time where putting you in the dark and making you imagine things was a thing because it happened and it still
Well,
happens to
And
a
you
certain
had to
degree
wear
in
those
Figment,
gross
right?
Walkman earphones that
Yeah.
like the foam was falling off of.
But
Yeah,
I think that was like the early days of like 3D sound, John. So like I think they
Oh,
were like,
come
sort of,
on.
like,
That-
showcasing that. But yeah,
awesome.
Sounds Dangerous was pretty universally hated.
Well, I don't know anything about this nighttime parade except that it starts in the summer 2025, so sometime this summer.
Yeah, I'll try and go check it out. The nights there are such a mess. I still haven't. The only time I've seen Happily Ever After since it came back, John, was the night you and I watched it when we were there for the Trump.
Oh, really?
I haven't
Yeah,
been back.
if you're driving, it's such a pain to get in and out of there that, yeah. I've just resigned to myself that I only take the bus now to Magic Kingdom. I'm not
Yeah,
driving there.
one of these nights, what I'm going to do is make a reservation at Steakhouse 71, and then park
yeah,
at the Contemporary, eat, and then walk over and watch fire. Because if you can just walk out and walk to the Contemporary,
Yeah.
it's better.
yes.
Oh, look at that. There's a
there
candle
is.
on the picture of the float with some butterflies.
Do I believe the parade will look like this?
Well, I don't know if there will be swoops of sparkliness going around.
That would be impressive if they could get swoops and sparkliness.
But I am looking forward to a nighttime parade.
It will be, yes.
It's lacking a nighttime parade.
This is one of those things.
I'm
look,
not a big
we're over here.
paradey person,
Look at
but
this.
I do like when there is a nighttime parade because that gets everybody off the
See, that's
rides.
my kids love that too. They were there. My kids were all there all day yesterday, and that's what they were like. The minute the fireworks and the parade starts, they like
You run to all the big rides that are.
That was like that's like their big thing is to ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train when the fireworks go off. So
Yeah, that's fun.
Smart.
Also coming this summer, 2025, Disney Villains Unfairly Ever After. So I feel like they've been teeing this up a little bit. Has there been like some like after hours parties lately? And they had some villains out and about. Yeah.
What is it? What are we? I don't even know what's.
Okay, so this is going where the Lightning McQueen Racing Academy is. Behind Rock and Roller Coaster.
Now I know
the show's Disney Villains
Sorry.
Unfairly Ever After. Yeah. I feel like it's just there's no animatronics. It's just like the characters in their costumes, and they come out and they tell a story.
So here's like a perfect example. So this is like what I like. Okay, so you're putting Villains Land in Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
And you're putting Monsters Land at the studios. But then you also put a villain show in at the studio. Like,
no, right?
Maybe hold on to the villain show and put it in Villains Land and put like a Monsters Inc. show in there,
or Intercot Consulting. If you're putting the Electric Mayhem in Rock and Roller Coaster, put Muppet Vision 3D in that theater beside.
Well, that's what I thought.
And then make a little Muppety area.
I hate to say it, but there is a 0% chance they would spend the money to.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah, to move
of course
the
not. But that would be if you were playing Roller Coaster Tycoon and you could just up and lift things and move it. Then that would be the smart thing to do. But
I don't know how hard it would be to move those show sets like that.
I thought it was Planet Coaster now.
The other thing is too, like, I don't know how the buildings are like that. You'd have to have a very sort of specifically shaped, building.
Well, but if you were actually designing stuff and making new things, you could think about it in a way that it fit the building.
Yeah, absolutely. But they won't do that.
They won't do that.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, this villains thing, though, I feel like maybe it's just a temporary thing because
it
is.
There's nothing big going in there, like infrastructure-wise, animatronics and stuff. Maybe this is just to tide you over until Villains Land is made.
Yeah, maybe. Or like get you excited.
I like what Jonathan said.
Yeah.
Jonathan Castle. In January, I went to Happily Ever After for the first time in 5 years, and it was awful. The crowds were miserable, and everyone was ready to fist fight if they thought you were going to encroach on their spot.
I hate to say it, but that's a very, very accurate description of what it's like, John. Like, that's, I know, like, they really caused the problem when they, like, I love the castle projections, but forcing everybody to be in front of the castle.
I kind of hate that. And by the way, I hate the fact that they took out all the greenery and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
All the trees and things
I don't know.
like that.
I disagree. I actually like the new plaza there with all the little seating areas and everything.
No, I remember when Walt Disney said about the darn place looking better every year because of the way the trees were mature and things like that. And I think they really got away from that.
Do you think they could... Do you think they could do like projections on the back of the castle, like a different show on the back?
totally different. It doesn't have like, I don't think it has a.
Well, I don't mind actually standing way back, almost by the train station, or a little bit in front of that, and watching down Main
But
Street
even back
because of
there,
the.
it's like it's packed. I mean, the people. If you want to watch like on the train station thing, you better get there like 2 hours before the show starts.
Yeah.
Actually, right now you can't watch from there at
Well,
all.
I wasn't trying. I mean, but I mean, somewhere on Main Street, just watching the projections on the
It's
side.
the
of
whole
garden.
like.
But
Go
yeah, it's
find the
packed.
video of it.
I
The
agree
whole
with you.
Main Street.
Yeah,
Main
agree.
Street all the way up to the castle. It is literally
I agree.
choked with-
Gridlock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually like your kids have said, a good time to go ride some rides.
Yeah.
My
frankly.
favorite
Yeah,
spot
because
to
I
watch
love
it because
it.
I don't care if I
Smart.
see the castle projections. I've seen them before. I don't care. But
Yeah.
if you just
Where-
want to
where
watch
do you
fireworks,
go?
I
'Cause
go
I
to
want to hear this because I
across from the Country Fair Jamborees.
Okay.
There's like the little boardwalk that goes along the rivers of
From
America.
along the water. Yeah.
And there's like this weird little booth on the boardwalk. I don't know what it's used for. It has like a locked closet door on it, but it has like some barrels and boxes,
I know exactly.
like as props. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And you can sit on the barrels and the boxes in like it's kind of like the boardwalk, and then it has like a little stick out patio with this
Okay.
weird building and
Yeah.
these boxes and stuff, and we sit there and they
Okay.
play all the music and you
That's
can
a good
watch
spot.
and nobody is around and it's great.
I tend to end up often at the Tangled area in the Magic Kingdom, over right around the corner from the Haunted Mansion and
Where the bathroom.
down the way from Small World, and right in there, and kind of you get the like a sliver, and you're looking, and you can kind of look up and
I
see.
think that might be part of why I don't like care that much, because like most nights if I want to see the fireworks, I just walk out my front door.
Okay.
I can actually
Braggy
Right.
McBraggerson
All right,
here.
here we go.
Okay.
Here
By the
we
way,
go.
he stayed in that castle,
If
so
you don't
it's
wanna
not.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
you mentioned it. I did.
Yeah, did you
If you
stay
don't
at
want to
that
see the
castle?
projections, you can just watch them from my
Oh,
porch.
jeez.
All
Not
right.
anymore, actually.
Okay.
Do you charge $30 for parking, or will I get
Right.
an annual pass discount?
Free.
Wow.
Park for free.
Nice.
Speaking of sitting by the rivers of America,
Have
still
I mentioned I've been in the castle too?
Mhm.
All right.
Okay,
didn't
so
stay there,
now
but I
it's
was up there.
everybody brag
All right.
time.
I've got a pillow over here that says Sweet Dreams on it. SUITE.
Sweet, yeah.
Sweet Dreams.
Um,
Did you get that, Ian?
Yeah.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, it's upstairs in my closet.
Okay.
I can't really say this on a podcast. Never mind. When we're off the podcast, I'll tell you what else I have.
oh, you stole
No, it's
something
fine.
from
I'm
the
sure you
bathroom.
were allowed to. I'm sure they expected you to take stuff.
Just you took
Yeah,
some
I have, like,
shampoos.
I have the bathroom towels with the like sea.
Oh, I'm
crust.
sure. I'm absolutely sure that they expected you to take
Good
those.
thing they did, because I didn't disappoint them.
No, yeah, well, I would have too. I absolutely would have.
And it's like still wrapped in like the
100%.
Freshness.
I mean, I've got like about a year's worth of shampoo and
Oh my God.
face
Okay.
cream. I still take the face cream with, or whatever,
Yeah.
the hand cream face
Don't
cream
tell anybody.
everywhere.
Oh my God. Julie
With
and
me.
I are
Still
packing for next
got
week.
20
And-
or 30 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Because
ridiculous.
People
because
are the reason they
sometimes
got rid
the
of them.
cart was outside of our room.
Oh,
And we were like, oh.
the mother load. Do you have any of the orange bergamot scent left? The
No.
original ones that were
No,
in the.
it's just the
Oh,
blue.
I think I recently went through the last of those. The
Oh, no.
orange smell that was in the cheaper
Yeah.
resorts.
No, I don't have that one.
Oh no, I've got the blue, the H2Os, and you can't get those
Yeah.
anymore.
I know. That's why we stocked up.
Do you think people are like, now that they've gone to the thing
Yeah.
that is awful, by the way?
Yeah.
One of my pet peeves, I know it's much better for the environment that
Sure.
we're not doing single-use stuff anymore. Okay, so granted, I know that. But there is something that really grosses me out about the fact that I'm touching the same places in a shower that
Yeah, but you're sitting on the
Tons
same
of
toilet that everybody's bum has been on.
You didn't have to bring that up.
I know, but
I didn't want to think about
you're
that.
sleeping on a mattress that
I
everybody's...
feel like they clean that probably better, and they're not probably sanitizing the handles where the shampoo
Oh,
and
probably
It's
not.
in the
conditioner.
shower. People are already clean.
Like I
They're
feel like they're
taking a shower.
bleaching leach.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Then you need
Have
to
you-
pack
don't
some
like-
Lysol
I
wipes
Find a
and just
stray
wipe it
hair
down.
up there or
Get film on
something.
there, right?
Or yeah, I probably just need to do what my mom used to do: carry a can of Lysol and just spray everything.
Yeah, if it bothers you, you do it.
I don't know. It bugs me.
I
Do you think
just
people
kind of
are
like-
going and filling up now their own little bottles in there?
Oh, I never thought to do that.
Lord, I hope not.
Oh, I bet you
I
they
never
are.
thought to do that.
Because
What bottles have I got to bring?
I don't know, but can you buy so for a while you could buy the H2. Wow, we've gone off the track here. For a while you could buy the H2O stuff. Like you could actually buy the same stuff that they sold in the resort. It was under like a slightly different name, but it was still
I don't
was
know.
the
I'll
company.
have to see if you can still get it.
But I don't think you can get it anymore. I used to be able to get it on Amazon.
Oh, that
Yeah.
would be convenient.
It was
Well,
because
listen,
I bought it for a while. Anyway, go ahead.
that spot where I was saying that I sit by the Rivers of America
Yes.
for fireworks. So, along those same lines, the Rivers of America, the date is still to be TBD, to be determined
That it's
when
going
it's
away,
going to go away.
filled
and,
in,
Yeah.
paved paradise. and
Yeah,
put
they
up a
did
parking lot.
have some problem
Oh, nice.
with
Johnny,
the
thanks for reference.
permits. They had some problems getting the permits or something,
Yeah,
but
'cause
they
you're
got that sorted out.
filling in
Yeah,
water.
that only delayed them a couple days. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
that's all gonna come. And then the last thing I have on my little calendar is
Yep.
Zootopia Better Together at Animal Kingdom. That's taking over for It's Tough to Be a Bug, and that will be in winter of this year.
I will say that is one of the things that I'm glad is happening. I never
Yeah, me
liked
too.
that.
It's Tough to Be a Bug was never my favorite. That was from that bizarre period when they really liked to inflict harm on their
They
guests.
didn't like the guests.
Yeah, they would
Yeah,
like
they
you
trying to
got bitten or
inflict
stung or they sprayed you
Inflict
with
harm.
water. Or there was some offensive smell,
Yeah.
there was
Skunk.
Skunk.
rats
Yeah.
crawling under your feet. There was that weird phase when they just hated their guests. And they
Spray
wanted
you in
to
the face. You know.
Yeah, like funk
Venom.
water. I really want
What was it?
something.
What was it?
Water spraying on me.
Acid spraying in
Oh,
your
yeah.
face. That was
Real acid.
I would used to lean out and stick my finger over the thing so it wouldn't spray all in me.
jerks.
Yeah, that was that was not my favorite.
So, what else we got? Do we? I think we
We
were
could go over Garden
we were
Rocks.
going to go over the so Epcot Flower and Garden Festival, of course, coming up again this year. Do we have dates on that? It was like
It starts.
trying to look. Hold on, I can find.
Well,
this.
the Flower and
because
Garden
we have
Festival
by the way,
starts this Wednesday.
Yeah, I was going to say we have a food guide that's posted on intercot.com, the companion site to this podcast.
The concert series starts the 5th, and it usually starts the day that it opens. So
Yeah,
Okay.
so the Flower and Garden Festival is March 5th to June 2nd.
Okay, March through June.
on an unrelated note, I'm going to see the Beach Boys on March 5th.
Where
They are in Melbourne.
and which Beach Boy?
There's like three
Because
of
there
them.
can't be more
Mike
than
Love.
one or two left.
Mike Love is there. There's like
Is
three.
John Stamos playing drums?
I don't believe so.
I have
a good-
pictures
that
of
is
me.
a good Full House reference, though, John. I like that.
I know. Well, I mean, I have pictures of me back from the late 80s interviewing the
I
Beach
know.
Boys in Hagerstown, Maryland,
My jealous moment of John.
when I was back in the
Yeah.
DJ days.
But we do have the concert schedule if we want to go over that.
Yeah, I would love to, Ian.
So
All right, you ready?
show times are 5:30 p.m.,
Yeah.
6:45, and
Okay.
8 p.m. So 3 shows daily.
Yep.
Ooh.
All right. So now we have to play our game. Well, some of these you won't be able to play the game with. Like the first one, for example, which is March
Okay.
5th and 6th, is Evolution Motown. So they
Okay,
are
which is just a cover band
they're a
for
Motown cover band. They are pretty
stuff.
good though. So if you like Motown music, it's actually a good show. I may go try and catch them on the 6th.
You know what? Yeah, like my wife and I should pick is sometime during the festival to come down there and go to a show with you guys.
Well, you
and
really
do
should
dinner
come down and
stuff
go
like
to
that.
the show with one of your friends and we could have dinner.
That's what I was saying. That's
All right, so then
what I
on
was
the 7th and
inferring,
8th of
Mr.
March, John,
Mitchell.
we have Tommy DiCarlo, former lead singer of Boston.
Boston,
Yeah.
which really he's okay. Okay, let's actually
He's more than a
qualify that.
feeling.
He was not the original
Right,
lead
yeah.
singer. He was
He's
the
not
guy
the singer that you know, like from
he was
all-
the guy that worked at Home Depot,
Yeah,
who I think they found through YouTube, much like the
guy from
Journey
Tampa.
guys.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know, he does. He tours around, and yeah, I've seen him. So anyway,
March 9th and 10th.
Yeah,
Yep.
you got a little Air Supply.
Oh,
Now,
I'm
before
all out of love.
is that them? Okay, that's what
Yeah,
I was gonna
So
say.
lost with
I
you.
saw them
forgetting.
though, like 2 years ago. Trish and I went to see them. They were good, fun.
It's their 50th
I
anniversary
knew every song
celebration.
they
You
played.
knew every song. That's it's like going to see like Chicago.
But that's
play.
because I'm
I mean,
old and I remember.
No, but I mean, there are certain bands like if you went to see the BG, what is it? BG's tribute band
Yes,
that Christine loves. We saw them.
Staying alive.
Staying Alive Canada. Yeah, like every single song. Like okay, knew every one.
Okay, but do you know March 11th, 12th, and 13th? The Rico Monaco Band?
No.
Rico.
And I don't know March 14th and 15th, Blue October.
Oh, they had that. What the heck was the name of that one song?
Play your other hit.
Play the song again. Blue
Oh,
October.
God, what the heck was the name? I feel like they had a really big
Okay,
hit.
you work on that. I'm
Yeah,
going on to March 16th and
Okay,
17th.
so Trish and I have to go see this because this is Trish's
Heartthrob, Rick Springfield.
And trust me,
jeez.
Dawn will be with us when we go to see
Oh, for sure.
Dawn adores her some Rick Springfield. I have to say, I saw him last year with Trish, and he actually was really good. I'm not like a big Rick Springfield guy, but it was a good show. He
No,
played
again,
some covers, like
he'd be good, but he's like 70 something.
Oh, in his promo picture here, he looks young and sprightly.
I know, and he's got
He's
the open
really
shirt
unfortunately fit for a man of 72. Like
I know it actually. I'm a little jealous. I got to
A
say
lot.
that.
March 18th, 19th, and 20th, Icon Party Band.
No,
I think that's just a cover band.
another cover
Yep.
band. See,
However,
I don't
my
like
personal
this.
favorite comes the 21st and the 22nd. You got a little Herman's Hermits starring Peter
Oh.
Newton.
He's
Ooh.
into something good.
Puts on a great show. They are so much fun. Trish and I usually see all 6 of her shows when he's here.
You've got a lovely
Yeah,
daughter.
he has a lot of songs that, like, you know, actually he reminds the crowd multiple times in the show that Herman's Hermits actually sold the 3rd most albums of any British invasion band. So
Which is
it's
yeah,
very
it was pretty
popular.
crazy.
They have a lot of good songs.
I feel like is it him I'm friend? No, I'm friends with Gary Puckett on Facebook.
And the Union Gap.
And the Union
Yeah.
Gap,
Yeah,
yeah.
I love you, Gary Puckett. Oh, 23rd and 24th, John, you might want to come down for this one.
Okay, what is it?
Yeah, a 38 special.
Oh,
Yeah,
you'll know
they're good. I saw
almost
them too.
everything they play there too. You won't realize, or you
Yeah.
will realize,
They're one
how
of
many
those
songs
bands
you know.
Yes.
that you're like, oh, this is them too.
Oh, I know them. Oh, that song?
Yep.
Oh, I know that song too. I know
Yeah,
that
because when
one.
Trish and I were going, I wanted to go, and Trish was like, I don't know if I know anything by them. And so I like rattled off their songs, and she's like, oh, I know every one of those. I was like,
I know.
yeah, that'd be good.
Literally, that's what happened. I saw them out in Dayton, Ohio. They were playing
They were good.
some sort of summer festival out there, and I was with one of my kids. I think it was basketball camp or whatever we were out there for. I'm like, oh my God, like we know every single one of their songs.
Do they sing Hold On Loosely?
Yeah, hold
Yes.
on
Yeah.
loosely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
March 25th to the 27th is something called Sound Up. So another
Yeah,
cover
who
band
knows?
kind of thing.
Yeah.
The 28th and
I
29th.
feel like they have a lot of filler bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely cutting budgets for these shows. Every year they have more like bands. And a lot of the big ones.
They have the Who?
No.
Yeah, they don't have those.
No, but they
No.
do have I like the way that they introduced this. This is exactly I'm reading from the Disney website.
Yes.
Okay.
March 28th, 29th. Jason Sheff, longtime lead vocalist
love
of
him.
Chicago.
Oh, Jason is, first of all,
Long time.
awesome. Okay. Jason is such
I know
a cool
you love
dude.
your Chicago.
I've
dude.
met him in person, talked to him. He's great. first of all, and he's also in another band called Generation Radio. If you haven't checked out their stuff, with a guy from Rascal Flatts, and was also with Dean Castronovo from Journey, the drummer from Journey.
Pops, there's a Disney tie-in, right? Didn't they
Yep,
have
yeah,
the song from
exactly.
the Cars soundtrack.
Jay DeMarcus from Rascal Flatts and Dean Castronovo from
I
Journey.
think
And then
Rascal Flatts sang "Life is a Highway" for the Cars.
correct. And then they've got a guy from Tom Petty's band in there and somebody else, but it's super band. But anyway, Jason, I mean, he was actually a lead singer for Chicago longer than Peter Cetera was the lead singer for Chicago.
Well, then that's why they say he's the longtime lead
Yes.
vocalist.
So, and he's good. He's still good. He's got the voice. Go see him if you love the Chicago stuff. They faithfully reproduce it. I would love to come for that. Of course, Ian won't go to that because he's not a fan of Chicago.
Well, I would go. I'll go see anybody.
I feel
then maybe-
like
maybe I'll-
I
Justin.
need to see
I would love
98
to
degrees. If I see 98 degrees, I'll certainly see Chicago.
Or Sheena Easton or who
I-
else?
I would go see Sheena Easton too. She's
Wait, I've got to look at this. Yes. Generation Radio rocks.
There you go, Chris Smith.
There we go. Way to go, Chris. Thanks for
I feel like
chiming in,
Justin
pal.
and Don would want to see March 30th and 31st Queensryche.
Oh my God. Queensryche is coming to that.
Yeah, but it's not
It's
Queensryche. It's like one of those like bands touring with the name of Queensryche. But
Queensryche.
I think the lead singer is
at
dead.
the Epcot.
They're gonna
At
blow the
Epcot
top off.
United States stage. One night only.
April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd is something called Glass Ceiling. April
Which is,
4th and 5th.
Glass
Oh yeah,
Tiger.
I got to go to this one.
April 4th and 5th, John, you might like this. The
What's this?
orchestra starring ELO and ELO Part
Oh.
2 former members.
So yeah,
I saw that.
it's-
Too. They
it's-
were really fun.
It's the guys that got booted out of the band when Jeff Lynne got a little bit full of himself, I think.
Right.
April 6th and 7th is
Bevan
Sugar
in there?
Ray.
Oh, Sugar Ray.
Hey, now you're an all.
There you go. You know what? Quite frankly, one of the bands that I've seen more times than any other. Down
They're
there.
great.
Proud to say I've never seen them.
Really? No, they actually are. They're really good. He's great in the crowd. Actually, on the other podcast that I do on the Rod Ross radio show, supposedly he's supposed to get Mark on the show at some point.
Oh yeah,
So we can talk to him. But
he is not shy about going on any podcast.
No. Oh, thanks, Carolyn.
No, I'm
He's not
saying
shy about
no,
going
but
on
he loves
any
Disney
podcast.
stuff.
He'll
He
even go
loves-
on
He'll go on
podcast.
any podcast.
No, I'm saying he's not
Well, can we
uppity.
get him on this one? Let's
Yeah,
see.
really.
He's not uppity. Like he talks to
No.
people on social media and stuff. He's very
And he
down to
actually,
earth guy.
he's
in
good about.
Sugar Ray. Like,
He's-
I wouldn't be
he's-
up either. What the hell?
He's good about like going out in the crowd and
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and he's very personable. So they put on an absolutely fantastic show. And by the way, they're another group that you're like, what song do I know? Like I maybe know one song by them, and they're playing it. And it's like, oh, I know
Oh,
that
that's
song.
them.
I know
Yeah.
that song. I
I
know
know
that
all
song.
stars,
I know
that's
that
it,
song.
and I don't like that song.
Yeah. Anyway,
April
they're
8th
pretty
to
good.
10th is something called the M80s.
They're an '80s cover band. They're pretty good. They do a lot of '80s songs.
the M80s. That's a great name. For,
Yeah, they're fun.
It's
If
like the
you
wait. This is like the local. I saw a yacht rock band
Yeah.
touring,
Yep.
and the name of the band was Thurston Howell.
Yes. Genius.
I know.
there's a lot of good bands in April.
M80s. That's great.
I'm
That's a
gonna rock
great
through
name.
a whole bunch of ones
ahead.
from April. April 11th and 12th, Simple Plan. So if you're a 90s
Is that
like
like Simple
pop
Minds?
punk, no, it's like
I
pop
know.
punk.
I don't
You'd
know.
know them. You'd know their songs.
Simple
April
Plan?
13 and 14, Jody Messina, who's a country star.
Yeah, country.
15th, 16th, and 17th. I don't know how you say this. 4NRS Journey.
Foreigner's Journey.
Foreigner's Journey.
Foreigners.
Yeah.
Oh, I get
Yeah,
you.
so it's like Foreigner and
It's a
Journey.
foreigner
And Journey.
band.
April 18th and 19th, Mike DeGeldis.
Mike Delguidis,
Delguidis.
Who's that?
who is incredibly talented. He tours with Billy Joel. He is
Looks like he
mostly
plays
a Billy
piano.
Joel, plays mostly a Billy Joel set list. I saw him with Billy
Hmm.
Joel when I saw him in Tampa. Fantastic, really great voice, like very
Okay.
very lovely guy.
April
Alright.
20th and 21st. This looks cool. Flock of Seagulls.
Ian gave that a thumbs down.
Okay.
He was
Really?
not a fan of the Mike Source.
If you go see Flock of Seagulls and they don't play Iran, like
Okay.
They didn't play Iran?
right? That's what I was like. Literally, like everybody left. Like I hate you. Like it was the worst.
Oh,
I mean,
that's not good.
what,
And they were awful, by the way. Like in addition to not
how
playing,
do
the
you
one song
not
that you wanted
play
to
your
hear,
biggest hit ever?
They were
Yeah.
terrible. Like
And he
they
doesn't
had-
even have the hair anymore.
No, but
But
they had 2 hits.
Yeah. I like
but
Space
John,
Age.
but
Love
one
Song.
of them is used
Yeah.
in Guardians of the Galaxy. Like
Iran
it's
and
right over
Space Age
there.
Love Song.
And they
That's
didn't
it.
play
That's
it,
it.
yeah.
Those are the 2.
And they sounded terrible. They were not good either. So I won't be going to see them.
Oh, poor Mike Source.
April 22nd to the 24th, Element, if anybody knows that.
No.
25th and 26th, Taylor Dane.
I might
She's good.
Oh, tell it to my heart, baby.
My heart, yeah.
27th
and
and 20.
Love Will Lead You Back. By the way.
Oh, yes.
Look
a
at that.
slow
I pulled
jam.
2.
98 degrees is April 27th and 28th.
As opposed to
God, I hope
100
I'm
degrees.
traveling that week.
And the 29th and 30th of April is the Hooligans.
They are a fun band. I love the
That-
Hooligans.
What kind of music do they
They're
play?
like an Irish band.
Are
They're
Yeah, I
also
think-
May
I think
1st.
so. Yeah, I think
They're
you're
also
right.
on May
Yep.
1st as well.
Yeah.
Then May 2nd through the 5th is the Plain White Tees.
Well,
Hey there, Delilah. Yeah.
One song. Play
May
it again.
Play it again. May
Yeah.
6th through 8th, Hayfire.
Nope.
It's funny because on the Disney website, all these ones that were like, huh? They just have like generic band picture of like a band on stage, and
Yeah,
and
I
there's
don't
a lot of
I
them.
really don't
Literally,
like
like
that.
it's just like a generic band.
Yeah.
Picture. They're all the same. Yeah.
Very disappointed in this.
John Cicada, May 9th and 10th.
Oh,
He's good.
oh my God. Need I bring up my John Cicada story again? No. Okay. I
May
won't.
11th and 12th, Maverick
won't.
City Music. It says they're new. They haven't.
They
played
have a
that
real
well.
band picture though, so
Yeah, they're real.
So they're probably authentic. Yeah.
The
Okay.
13th to the 15th, this is a generic band photo. Deanne Diaz. Yeah,
the whole Deanne Diaz.
Again, I feel like these are local
possibly.
bands.
You'd know this one. May 16th and 17th is the Spinners.
They were so good when we saw them. They were
usually
awesome.
are because
Yeah,
they're
they were
like
really
choreographed and they could be singing anything and it would be
They
entertaining.
were really good.
It's like-
As was this next group.
May 18th and 19th, the Pointer Sisters.
They were
Wow.
super fun.
I'm so excited.
Didn't one of
And
them
they
die?
played- They played the
Yes.
Neutron dance, which made me happy.
Yes, one of the Pointer Sisters.
Yeah, there
passed away.
seems to be a young-looking lady in the band now.
Yeah.
This one is a generic one, May 22nd, Southbound.
No idea.
May 23rd and 24th, The Outlaws. They look
I recognize that name, but
That
I don't
sounds
remember from where.
country rock.
yeah. May 25th and 26th, Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles.
Of the Eagles, who I actually have
who-
seen in concert. Good. Good.
Out May 25th and 26th.
Oh, he's good though. Actually, I saw him with Journey and REO.
I saw the
The
actual
Speedwagon?
Eagles last
There we
year.
go.
They were great.
No,
So
but Don Felder actually did.
I could
They do
see-
some Eagles songs and things
if I
like
could
that.
see
He's
Felder,
good.
I would go, but I don't know if I'd buy Epcot.
Heavy Metal. Remember the song Heavy Metal? No. Yes. No.
Yeah.
Anyway, no.
May
Okay.
27th
All right, that was
through
Don
the
Felder.
29th, Latin Ambition, generic.
They are a
And-
local. They're a very well known local like Latin. You know, band.
I feel like they have filler bands like during the week, and then when you get to the busier times, they have.
Well,
Yeah.
May
Which
30th and
kind of makes sense,
31st.
Wouldn't you
This-
think they'd rather have the good bands to draw people in when it was?
That's what they're doing. Clearly,
May 30th and 31st is something called the Cat Empire.
by the way, I don't know what this is, but David, thank you. Yay, favorite podcast. Okay, great. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, David.
Uh,
We love you too, David.
Oh,
All right.
And then the last
look at flag.
weekend, or
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a weekend, June 1st and 2nd is something called We the Kingdom.
That's a Christian rock band.
That sounds like Christian rock. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's
That's
everything.
it. That's how we go. We go out with that.
Yep.
There's not like a big.
Nope.
All right. What was Jason Chef again? When was Sheffy?
Well
He
done.
was late April, I believe.
Are you
Yes.
talking about the long time guy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
longtime
long time-
lead singer of the
Jason
rock
Sheff,
group
longtime lead vocalist, is
Chicago.
March 28 and 29.
March. Okay. All right. Hold on.
Oh,
I'm looking through my March.
I'm around then, John, if you decide to come
Oh
down.
my gosh, that's literally soon.
Yeah,
Yes.
like 4 weeks.
No, can't do that. That's like the week after Hoopla in Dayton, Ohio, where I'm there, and then I'm in Charlotte the next week. Oh, my work schedule. This is why we only tape once a month between me and Ian's always in Carolyn somewhere, and then the rest of the podcast, I don't know where they are.
Justin and Dawn are
Where's
off
your,
on a
where's
cruise
your
somewhere.
sister tonight, by the way?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her
Didn't
all
even
day.
respond.
Well,
period.
She maybe has it silenced. Listen,
She
you
has
have
a
a problem
silence?
with her.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You go
Silence.
directly to her.
Too many messages. This is the problem with our podcast group. We like talk too much, and then people go silence, and then,
Or it's like everybody's chatting a whole lot, but you're having a busy day at work, and your
right.
your
I've done
watch,
that
your Apple
before.
Watch,
Like,
and
okay,
things.
shut
It's like,
up, shut up,
everybody,
all of you.
shut up!
I
I'm
do
working.
that sometimes. Yeah, I have to mute it because I'm like on. Yeah, I'm like I can't.
But then you have to remember to
Love you,
unmute
though.
it.
And go
I
back
usually
and
just
read
do
it.
like the 4-hour mute.
Oh, mute for 4 hours. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, that's the Garden Rock series,
Okay,
and that's all I have for.
Well, you're going to visit soon, aren't you?
Yes, so I will be there next Saturday till the following Saturday, and I'm hoping I'm maybe going to do a couple Facebook Lives of around the food.
Oh, did you
I
see
keep
those
wanting
get-
to say food and wine. It's flower and garden.
Okay, a little warning on doing the quote unquote Facebook Lives. Did you see they're deleting them after 30 days now?
Oh, you don't have the option to retain them forever?
Nope.
Maybe
Facebook
I
Li-
should.
I
Maybe
think
I
it's
should do
always
it on
the
this
option to-
StreamYard, and then it goes all over like Twitter's and.
You can do that, or you can live stream to YouTube or something.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. We'll talk.
we'll
But
talk.
anyways, I'll probably go around flower and garden, and I'll show you all the fancy flower and garden
That would be
stuff
cool.
and the food booths, and I will try some gross food. Something
will you?
other than nuggets.
Carolyn tries.
Yeah, or I was thinking I should call it the Picky Mouse Club because
Yeah,
I'm picky.
The picky. I like that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, you don't have to do them live. You can actually record them and then upload them.
Oh, I know, but then I feel like I'm talking to myself. I like it when people are
Oh, you like
watching,
the-
and then I
oh,
can
okay.
talk. I can answer them while
Really?
I'm wondering.
I prefer
like
the opposite. I don't want people talking.
Oh no, I rather
I'm
that
kidding.
so then it looks like I'm FaceTiming with somebody, and I don't look like a crazy person talking to
Oh
myself.
well, I don't know. I've kind of
Art
gotten used to
nowadays are
looking
filled
like a
with
crazy
people
person.
talking.
I know,
Honestly.
I know.
You know what?
But
That
anyways.
reminds me, by the way, John, does anybody besides me still chuckle every once in a while thinking about that time Carolyn was walking out of Epcot?
no.
Yes,
That was fantastic.
horrified.
That
I
was-
was horrified.
That was
Listen,
the funniest thing.
if you want to do like another
I
Intercut
laughed.
after dark, we can
Yes,
do that
please.
next week sometime.
Yes, please.
Okay,
I'm
but
available
Carolyn,
next
maybe
week.
I'll come over. You and I can do. We'll do it
Sir,
together.
put on
I'll
some
I
be
need to put
pants.
headphones on because I cannot
Sir.
handle.
Yeah, that kills all the fun.
Sir, put on some pants.
Look at the guy in
Oh
the
my God,
short.
sir, put on some
Could you
pants.
walk a little faster? I'm like, oh my God, they can hear you. Shut up. I'm literally grabbing my phone like right up. I'm like, shut up. Shut up.
Oh, God.
Everybody around,
Completely
cast
ignored.
members are laughing. I'm like, running away from other people. You people I was mortified.
Oh, it's
That was
fantastic.
great. You,
Anyways, we can
old
do
man,
that.
walk a little faster. You're in
Oh
my
my-
way.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, it's not me, it's my
It was one of
phone.
the-
I'm
It
sorry.
was one of the funniest moments on the
Oh,
podcast
my God.
ever.
That was good.
Oh,
We
God.
all-
Anyways,
fine.
yes, if you'd
Oh.
like to humiliate me,
Crying
give
again.
me a little bit of warning so I can maybe
No,
take
yeah,
a
so
couple
if you-
shots of tequila before.
Yeah, if you want to
I
do
go.
Yeah.
that.
You know what? Maybe I'll come over. We can do one together. I'll come over.
No,
there.
so
I haven't been over there in a while.
If you do that, if you do utilize the Facebook Live thing, which is fine, we just need to download it.
Okay.
I need to grab the video and download it so
Okay.
that it's saved.
yeah, and then you can.
Because apparently the Facebook has gotten cheap and decided that they're spending too much money on storage and have
Yeah.
decided to delete all those. Anything like you've got 30 days from today to Yeah, got the notice. That's just so cheap. It's like YouTube saying, "Yeah, well, you know what? We're only going to keep your
Like
stuff for
Disney
30
keeping only
days."
one water park open.
Yeah, we're yeah,
Exactly.
or we're gonna make your beers 11 ounces instead of 12 now. Yeah,
10.8 ounces.
10.8
Ours go up
ounces.
to 11.
Anyway, yeah, good. Okay, time to go.
All right.
Is it that time? It's that time. All right. Well, let me hit this.
I don't have the music, so I don't know
I
when
got
it's
it.
time to go.
There's the music. All we have to do is ask. I'll play the music.
Play the song.
Play your song
Play
again.
your hit song again. Carolyn, where are you? Where are you at? Where are you in the Magic Kingdom?
My background?
Are you on the?
This is the treehouse.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It was either that or you were in the thing in the Animal Kingdom.
I'm
where
in the
you go-
jungle.
Yeah,
Help
could
me.
You're in the jungle, baby.
In the jungle.
You're gonna die.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And thanks to our sponsor, Magical Journeys, who's been with us on this magical journey called INTERCOT.com and our podcast for pretty much most of the time we've been online. Oh, yeah, look. Chris goes bye-bye now. He's
Bye-bye now.
He's
Bye-bye.
doing
Bye-bye
my
now.
thing.
Bye.
That's funny.
Bye-bye.
So anyway, thanks to Nancy and crew over there at Magical Journeys. Check them out. Visit their website. Get a quote. It costs you nothing to use one of the best travel agents on the internet. They rock.
Yes.
They're fantastic. And they've been around for a heck of a long time. Much like us. So, anyway. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for staying with us here at intercot.com and our journey since 1997. Yes, October of 97.
Now
Anyway.
go watch the Oscars and hope something good wins for best movie of the year.
Yeah, which I've seen none of them, I think.
Same. I don't
this
even
year.
know what's up.
We don't know. God, that movie was awesome. I've seen that 5 times.
That Timothy Chalamet, he's so hot right now.
He's so hot. And,
He actually is. He's really
bringing
cute.
back Conan to host. I mean, come on. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks to Ian. Thanks to Carolyn. Thanks to all of the Intercot podcasters, even though they
Especially
couldn't
to
make it
David, who
tonight.
says we're his favorite podcast.
Yes, exactly. So,
Good for you, Dan.
for the whole Intercot podcast crew, I am still John. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.